What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Marlon. We are back at it again here with another laptop review, our first laptop review for 2025. I appreciate you guys' patience, your love, and your support, man. And today is one of those kind of days where it is very slow for the news. And so we are going to go ahead and take advantage of this moment to go ahead and review the Asus Scar 18 with the RTX 5080 laptop GPU. Many of you guys know I was having some issues with UPS and then also Best Buy. That is still the case. I'm still working out the kinks, and I potentially may not have this laptop when it's all said and done because of all the crap that's going on with the investigation and everything. But if you're in the market to buy this machine, then I will be giving you a full in-depth review on this. My time with this is going on about 4 days now since I've been sitting on it. And I think that's enough time to give you guys a comprehensive review. We're going to be checking out the benchmarks, the temps, unboxing, show you guys the mini LED screen, the speakers, the keyboard, the trackpad, the overall temperatures, everything pretty much. So do me a favor, make sure you guys hit the like button for me, share out the stream. I appreciate you guys. One love and God bless. All right. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. How you guys doing, man? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, man. What's up? What's up? What's going down? Oh man. Oh man. So just a quick little overview of what we're going to be going over. So we're going to be going over the unboxing, the specs, go over the ports, the build quality, the screen, the keyboard, the trackpad, the webcam, the speakers, the software, the temperature, and benchmarks. We're going to take a look at the RGB, and also we're going to tell you guys if it's worth it at the end of the review. So yeah, man, first laptop review for 2025. And like I said, we typically do these every 2 years or every year, depending on what we can get our hands on. And full disclosure, I did open up this laptop just so that we can get all the drivers and everything installed, all the games installed and everything. And no, I did not get this in for review. This was 100% from the channel's money that we generate on the channel. So, and then also returning the parts from this computer. So full disclosure there, so you guys know exactly what's going on. And yes, this is the redesigned Scar 18 2025 with a mini LED, over 2,000 local dimming zones. And yeah, and then also this is the one with the toolless entry, so you don't need a screwdriver or anything like that to get access to your RAM and also your SSD, or maybe down the road you might want to repace or whatever the case may be, the CPU and the GPU. So just a couple of things that we want to highlight here. So I will have timestamps like we always do for our reviews and for our regular show. So I appreciate y'all. So hit the like button for me. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? All right, man. We're not gonna waste any more time. I just want to give everybody a chance to kind of file in. But yes, we're gonna check out some PS games and some Xbox games on this. I know some of you guys are interested in that, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. Country boy, what's up, man? We missed you yesterday, man. You wasn't in the stream yesterday. We missed you yesterday, man. We missed you yesterday. Yeah, man. It's bro, the box. I mean, dude, and part of me still think that this laptop is damaged because, and like I said, we're probably gonna have to bring this back because it's still under investigation with UPS and also Best Buy. Best Buy don't even have the laptop in their system, which is absolutely insane to me. There's no tracking number in Best Buy's system for this machine. So right now it's considered a limbo machine. Like it's in the matrix at this point, all because UPS and Best Buy didn't communicate, and Asus return center did not communicate with Best Buy. So there's no tracking information at all whatsoever in their system. The only thing that's there is that it was purchased, and that's it. Nothing else. And right now, Best Buy is having a hard time trying to figure out what happened with the Asus return center and getting the machine out to me, and then the driver just dropping the box on the freaking ground. Literally just one piece of tape just holding up the entire box. And I'm like, dude, what the heck are you doing? As expensive as this machine is, and you just gonna drop it on the freaking ground, and there's barely any cushion inside the box, and the box has this big old freaking 10-centimeter hole right in at the top part of the box, and the entire thing was just, I don't know. It was the worst shipping experience I've ever seen in my entire life. And mind you, I used to work for FedEx for years, like literally close to 7 years, and none of this bullcrap. Whenever I'm delivering a package, if the box comes from the shipper in a certain condition, I put it in another box and I'll tape it up, you know, and then I'll tell the customer, hey, the original box got destroyed or whatever, or is mangled. That's just me. I'm all about doing customer service and doing my customers right. And maybe that's why when I was a FedEx driver, a lot of people on my route actually like me, because I take pride in my job, and I had to work in the rain and the snow. If I had to work in the rain and stuff, I try to protect their packages as much as I possibly can. But these delivery drivers, man, they do a piss poor job of delivering packages. And I'm like, dude, like, really? As this was a part of my career for almost 8 years, and you bastards sit there and just throw people's packages, like that stuff pissed me off. And, you know, because of that, the box is damaged that it actually came in. There's a big old dent on the side of the box. Yeah. So, but I said, you know what? I'm still going to do my job and review it, even though it's probably going to get sent back. But I still want y'all to see what this machine can do. It's a really nice machine, but there are some caveats. There's some things that you need to know before you go out there and spend your hard-earned money on this machine. All right, so without further ado, let me show y'all the box real quick, and then we're going to jump into the actual review because we have a lot of stuff to cover here. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, so let me show y'all the box. All right. So this is the freaking box, bro. Look at the box that this machine came with. Like, this is absolutely freaking insane. Look at the box, bro. I need y'all to pay attention. Y'all think I'm lying? Look at the box. The box came like literally like this with one piece of freaking tape. Just one piece of tape. This is the box. An expensive machine like this. Look at this side right here. Look at that. Huh? Literally like this. And you just drop the freaking box, and the cushion on the inside wasn't even around the actual freaking box. Like, it was just, this was sitting on top of the laptop. And it's like, dude, what the heck are you freaking doing? What kind of delivery service is that? You know what I'm saying? So they need to take better care of people's stuff. And I'm telling you guys, if this happens to you, you better escalate it, because I made sure that UPS knows what the heck is going on. Best Buy knows what the heck is going on. I'm really upset about this, man. The worst freaking experience I've ever had, to the point where I don't even want a darn thing shipped to me anymore. Like, if it ain't a store pickup, I don't even want to fool with it, bro, because this is absolutely freaking insane. All right. So let's start off here with the unboxing portion. Full disclosure, like I said, I've already unboxed it. Install all the drivers, updated. You know that stuff takes forever, right? The BIOS update has already been done. All the games, all that stuff, the benchmark tools that we're going to be using for the benchmarks is already installed. The games, everything, drivers, everything. So let's put a timestamp on this one really quickly. Do me a favor, guys. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me. And then after we do the unboxing, then we're going to do the specs, the overall specs and everything. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's switch to our secondary camera here. All right, let's take it away. Okay, so here is the box. This is the Asus ROG Strix Scar 18. This is the box. I think one of the things that I do love about Asus is that they do a really good job when it comes to the box, right? The presentation, which is very important, especially when you're spending over $3,000 on a machine. You know, you want to make sure that the presentation is there. And then new for 2025 is the Anime Vision. This is something that they added on the Asus G14, and then they brought it over to the Scar, right? Which I think is pretty cool. I know some people don't care for, you know, stuff like this on the back of their laptop or RGBs, but I'm a sucker for RGB. All right, so that's the front of the box right here. This is at the back of the box right here. As y'all can see, it says Game On and Game On Gamers. So you already know Asus ROG is strictly for gamers and such. And right here, you can see the box. I don't know if y'all can see it. Big old hole right here in the side of the freaking box, which is just absolutely freaking insane to me. I just don't get it, man. I just don't freaking get it. But hey, whatever, right? Whatever. Okay, let's open up this bad boy for you guys. Full unboxing support. And we are greeted with nice artwork on the inside. As y'all can see, it says right here, ROG Strix. And you see the toolless access right here, which I think is a huge plus for me. And then you do have the Anime Vision, again, brought over from the smaller brother, way smaller brother, which is the Asus G14. They did improve the cooling on this one by 15%. So the cooling is better by 15%. We're going to go over the cooling and all that kind of stuff in just a little bit here. And some kind of other stuff here. So let's get to the star of the show, what you guys are here for. This is the machine right here. And let me tell you right now, it's heavy, but not too heavy. But I do like the bigger, you know, laptops and stuff like that in general, because what I'm going to be using this for is basically editing and then using it as a secondary computer. Plus, I will be traveling really soon. So this is definitely going to be coming handy. Hopefully, once we sort out all this nonsense with UPS and FedEx. I mean, UPS and Best Buy, sorry. So right here, as you guys can see, it says ROG Nebula HDR Fast, Bright, Vivid. And then it also has ultra high refresh rate of 240 hertz. It's a mini LED screen. And it did upgrade decoding on the actual screen with this ACR technology. So you're going to have less like reflections on the screen and things of that nature. Asus is claiming 100% of the DCI-P coverage. And then also you do get Advanced Optimus, right? So there is that one. So let's put this to the side and let's see what else comes inside the box. As you guys can see right here, it says, for those who dare. So that's pretty cool. Nothing in here, just some things that, you know, people are just not going to read. So this is like your literature right here about Asus and their warranty, which I highly recommend not going through Asus because their warranty customer support is just not the best. So buy it from a retailer that you can possibly, like Best Buy or something like that, that can, you know, have Geek Squad support or something like that in case if anything breaks. And here is, holy freaking cow, your 380 watt charger right here. Yeah, this is not the biggest that I've seen. I know some of the smaller 16-inch laptops do have a 400 watt freaking charger, and they do have like really cool features where it charges the laptop like 50% in like 30 minutes, which I think is like pretty cool, especially if you're in a pinch and what have you. But this is the actual charger right here. So let's put that to the side, and that's it. There's nothing else in the actual box, but again, you know, they get a point for me for having a really nice box, really nice presentation, especially when you're spending that kind of money, right? So let's get this out of the way and let's put that to the side here. Let's move to the star of the show right here, which is the Scar 18. And let's go ahead and let's take it out of the plastic for you guys. All right, let's go. So let's take it out of the plastic. All right, here we go. Just didn't want to drop it, so let's take it out. And voila. There it is, man. It's out of the plastic. And let's go over... All right, we're going to go over the build quality here, right? So let's just kind of wipe that off really nicely for you guys. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna go over now is let's go over the build quality, right? Because that's like very, very important. So let's do that really, really quickly. Thank you guys so much. Hit that like button for me. We are going over the build quality right now. All right. So let's see, put a timestamp on that one for the rewatchers. Okay. So build quality. Let's do this. Let's see if I can bring my okay, there we go. So you guys can see a little bit better. Come a little bit closer, Marlon. All right, there we go. So build quality, I will say the top is aluminum, feels aluminum to me. The rest is all plastic, like literally all plastic besides the top. And they do have these small precision holes right here for the anime vision right here. Some really cool LED lights that comes on right here once you turn it on, which I think just makes this laptop, you know, the best looking laptop of 2025 in my book. So a lot of engineering kind of went into the top portion of it right here. And you do have the SCAR logo right here that illuminates. On the Strix G18, it does not illuminate. So there you go. On the back, it definitely feels plasticky for sure. It says right here, established in 2006. I don't know if you can see that. Established in 2006. And on the back right here, you can see a lot of vents on the back, which I think is pretty cool. So there's a lot of vents, no ports on the back side there. And let's go ahead and let's show you guys behind it. And here we go. This is all plastic right here, but I do love the design where it says ROG Strix. I think that's pretty cool. And this is the toolless entry this time around, which is huge, which we're going to go over that once we get into the inside portion of this machine. This is truly a game changer, and shout outs to Asus for making it so easy for you to get inside this thing and service it if you need to repace in the future or add more RAM or SSD or anything like that, right? So there is that one. All right, so let's go opening up the lid here so you guys can actually see what's going on. And voila, holy freaking cow, this thing is massive. So let's back up just for a second here. All right, let me see right there. All right, maybe you guys can see. Let me turn off this light. This is conflicting with the rest of the lights, right? At least I hope it is. All right, so build quality on the inside. There's not really much flex when you push down on it. I think this is a solid piece of plastic. It's definitely not metal. You can tell that it's plastic, but it feels really good to type on, like when you're resting your hand right here. We'll go over the keyboard in just a little bit, but I just want to show you guys the build quality. The screen and everything like that. There is a slight wobble when you wobble the screen just a little bit. The hinge definitely do feel very sturdy. All right, which I think is pretty cool because with an 18-inch laptop like this, you definitely want to make sure that the hinge definitely feels really good. So overall, build quality, pretty good, right? Even though majority of it is plastic, I would definitely give it about a 8.5, only because I wish everything was just all aluminum. But hey, still, build quality is still pretty good. So there's that one. All right, so let's go over the specs of this machine, right? I think that's very important. So while we are going over the specs, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on for you guys, all right? So let's turn it on real quickly while we go over the specs and everything. All right, let me put a timestamp on this one for you guys. All right, so specs. All right, let's go specs here. And this is very important, so you guys know exactly what the specs is all about. And it does have Windows Hello, IR for Windows Hello, the camera, the 1080p camera, and we are completely logged in, and we're right there. So let's go over the specs. Let me drag you guys over here. Hold on. Here we go. All right. So specs time. Hold on just a second. And boom. All right. So specs of this machine, I would definitely say is pretty good, right? So we're rocking the Intel Ultra 9 processor, 275HX at 2.7 gigahertz with a 36 megabyte cache, up to 5.4 gigahertz, 24 cores, 24 threads, Intel AI Boost NPU up to 13 tops. And this particular one that I have is the 5080 model. So you do get 16 gigs of VRAM. Now this is comparable to last year's, because this year you get more VRAM, right? So you know last year with the 4080, you only got 12 gigs. Now they upped it about 4 more gigs of VRAM. So you do get 16 gigs instead of 12 gigs. All right. And I'm telling you, the 5080 in this thing smokes the 4080 from last year. And also this is on par or a little bit above a 4090 laptop. So you're going to get a little bit more performance out of the 5080 variant versus last year's 4090. So that's awesome. So again, 5080, 16 gigs of VRAM, 1550 megahertz at 175 watts. Now with my testing, playing like Doom Eternal and other games on this thing, I was able to get close to like 165. So not quite 175, but there you guys go on this one. And also the clock is 50 megahertz with the overclock, and then also 150 watts, but 25 more watts with dynamic boost. So there's that one. And let's get to the actual display in terms of the specs here. We'll go more in depth with the specs. I mean, showing you guys what the screen looks like, but this is the ROG Nebula HDR display. So 18-inch, 2.5K, 2560 by 1600 WQXHA, 16 by 10 aspect ratio. So it's much more taller there instead of the 16 by 9. It's mini LED. It has over 2,000 local dimming zones. So no backlight bleed whatsoever. And this, I'm telling you, this is the star of the show right here, the mini LED. Holy freaking cow. I'm going to tell you, I'm a sucker for OLED. But man, it makes me forget about OLED. That's how good this screen is. It does have an anti-glare display. It does have 100% of the DCI P3 color gamut. It does have a 240 hertz refresh rate. It does have G-Sync. Plus, it's Pantone validated for those of you who would like to edit and stuff like that. I mean, you can see the colors on this thing. It's absolutely amazing. It does have a MUX switch, so you can switch between NVIDIA Optimus or the dedicated GPU. And it does have support for Dolby Vision HDR. Yes. So there is that one. And we'll get more into the screen as we progress. The memory, we're rocking with a 32 gigs of 5600 mega transfer per second. So you do have SODIMM on the memory speed of basically memory. It varies on what you would want to put in the system, right? So if you go up to 64 gigs, which is the max, then you can go up to 6,400 mega transfer per second, according to Asus. So there is that one. And then also you can add a maximum of 4 terabyte in storage. It does come with 2 terabyte, but it's a Gen 4, right? But the 2 slots on this machine basically is Gen 5, right? Gen 5, PCIe Gen 5. So if you want to buy a Gen 5, SSD and put it in here, you can as well. And I believe it goes up to 7,000 megabytes per second, which I think is really, really fast. And if you do put two terabytes in there, which makes it a total of 4, then it will be like RAID 0, right? Which you're going to get incredible speeds on that one. So there is that. And then in terms of ports, we're going to go over that. Basically, you do get a 1 combo audio jack, 1 HDMI 2.1, 3 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A ports, data speed up to 10 gigabits per second. You also get a 2.5 LAN port as well. And then on top of that, you get 2 Thunderbolt 5. Yes, hallelujah. 2 Thunderbolt 5 freaking ports. All right. So it also have display support as well with G-Sync and data speed up to 120 gigabytes per second, which is absolutely insane and smokes Thunderbolt 4. So there's that. In terms of your keyboard right here, You do have backlit, chiclet keyboard per RGB. Love these per RGB keyboards. It's not, mechanical, but it's okay. Or Cherry MX, it's okay. But the touchpad, you do have Copilot and all that kind of stuff for Windows 11. You do have a 1080p FHD IR with Windows Hello. I think last year on the SCAR for 2024, they had Windows Hello. I'm not mistaken, but I know the 2023 one, you did not have, Windows Hello. But for this year, you do have a 1080p camera instead of a 720p camera on the older SCARs. The audio, they do have a smart amp technology. Dolby Atmos is actually doing the audio here, engineering for the audio. It does have AI noise cancellation technology, high-res certification for headphone, built-in array microphone, and a 4-way speaker system. So 2 speakers up here and then 2 downward firing down here where you see my hands at. It does have Wi-Fi 7. Okay, so it does have a tri-band with 2 2+2 Bluetooth, so Bluetooth 5.4 wireless, which is really, really good. So you prepare for the future. It does have a 90 watt-hour battery, which I think is pretty cool. You can charge the laptop up with one of the Type-C ports here, up to 100 watts. Just know when you do that, it's not going to be enough for you to get the fullness out of the laptop. It's going to tell you, hey, use the Asus charger and not a portable charger or anything like that, right? So you're not going to get the full performance, but in a pinch, you can use it to charge up the laptop. Okay, you do have the Aura Sync as well, and you do have really nice for 2025, which is this huge RGB all around the bottom of the laptop, which gives it a really nice kind of floating effect. So it's like it's floating off, levitating off your desk, which I think is really, really, really cool. And you can go into the Armoury Crate software and mess with the settings and get some really, really cool stuff out of it. So that is for the actual specs here. And let's go over the ports for you guys. I know you guys care about the ports, so let's go over that really quickly. All right, hit the like button for me, guys, if you are enjoying the review. Again, this does take a lot of time to do a lot of testings. If you have any questions or any concerns, feel free. I see you, Happy Cloud Gamer, feel free. All right, let's go over the ports really quickly. Let me pull up my camera here so that I can see what I'm looking at. All right, so let's go over the ports. Hopefully you guys can see. If not, you know what? Let me turn back on this light. I guess it does help. So ports right here on the left side. Let me put you guys over here so that I can accurately see what you guys are seeing. I don't know if you guys can see. My lighting is so bad. The lighting is so bad, guys. Please forgive me. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. So right here, this is your proprietary charger, right, for the power brick that comes with it. This is your 2.5 LAN gigabit, 2.5 gigabit, Ethernet port right here. You do have your HDMI 2.1. You do have a USB A Gen 2 Type A ports up to 10 gigabits per second. You do have 2 Thunderbolt 5 ports right here, which I think is absolutely insane. One of them the first one you can charge the laptop with, and I believe the second one connects directly to the actual GPU. So there's that, and you also do have a headphone jack. All right, let's turn over the other side right here so you guys can see. And the last set of ports that you do have on the 2025 SCAR 18 is 2 USB Type A ports right here, 10 gigabits per second on that one. And at the back, well, you have nothing, all exhausts, which most of the newer laptops for 2025 is just, exhaust at the back, at the back of it, no ports or anything like that, which is fine. As long as I have my 3 USB Type A ports, I'm pretty much good to go. So there is that one there. All right. So we're done with the ports and everything. So let's put it down and let's move on to the next thing, man. Hopefully you guys are excited and everything. So let's talk about the screen, bro. Oh my God. Hit that like button for me. Let's talk about the screen. This screen on this laptop is absolutely amazing. The star of the show. Now, let me go ahead and plug it in real quickly. But let's get back to the actual screen. All right, let me log in real quickly. Okay, so the screen here, I need to plug this in for you guys, and I need to turn off all the lights because now we're going to be focusing on the screen, which is the main star of the show. Let me go ahead and plug this bad boy in. I'm telling you right now, the screen looks absolutely amazing. So a couple quick things to note here when it comes down to the actual screen. This is basically the creme de la creme. So over 2,000 local dimming zones on this one. And yeah, it shows when you're watching movies, TV shows, gaming, everything just really pops off the screen. And it does have over 1,200 nits of brightness when it comes to HDR. And then SDR is a little bit less than that. I think it's like 700 and something nits in SDR. But in HDR, it gets absolutely bright. I mean, blinding bright. I never have it on 100% max brightness because it's so blinding. But the colors are absolutely amazing. Watch when I plug it in right now. So, and then we'll talk about the battery life and all that kind of stuff. Let me just tell you right now, it's a gaming laptop. So if you're buying this to have it on battery, you need to think again. All right, so let's plug this in really quickly for you guys. All right, there we go. Hold on. Let's plug it in. There we go. And instantly the colors look better. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's turn up everything here so you guys can see max brightness so y'all can see exactly what's going on. Max volume, everything. All right, so let me turn off all the lights. All right, turn off all the lights. Turn off all the lights. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Turn off all the lights. And there we go. The star of the show is the Asus Scar screen. Looks like butter, baby. It is butter. I'm telling you, look how beautiful this looks. Y'all can't tell me this don't look amazing. Look at that screen, bro. Look at the screen. Look how beautiful that looks. The best looking screen I've ever seen on a freaking laptop. So let's go ahead here. Let's fix this, position this right for you guys. And I'm trying to get it right, man. Get it right, Marlon. Get it right. Get it right. Get it right so they can see the screen. There we go. Maybe you're right about there. Right about there. Look at the screen, guys. Look at the freaking screen. It is absolutely amazing when you look at this screen, when you're gaming on it and everything. The colors just really pop out at you. Like, I'm telling you. And when you're watching things on this thing, it looks really, really good. So for instance, like if you're looking at like HDR and stuff like that, like colors, like for instance, let me go to like PlayStation right quickly, just so y'all can kind of see what's going on. And just look at the colors on this thing, man. Plus you can go into Armoury Crate and you can like mess with all this. Look at the colors, man. The saturation, like look at this part right here. Look at the orange. Like look how orange that looks. It looks absolutely insane. Like just as natural as it can be. And when you're gaming on this thing, I mean, it's breathtaking. This is absolutely the best part about this laptop is the screen. 10 out of 10 with the screen. Also, we'll go into the software a little bit more in depth, but if you pull up Armoury Crate right here and you go into, let's see here, go into the system settings, right? And right here, system configuration. And this is where you can kind of mess with like all the stuff. So right now it's on the HDR control mode right now. So it's on vivid and you can cycle between vivid and all different kind of color options in here to kind of just get you the best picture quality as possible. Plus, when you turn off HDR, you do have multi-zone. That's for the mini LED, so you can control the zone. So you can go down to one single zone, or you can do multi-zone. It just kind of all depends on what you want. All right, so there is that one. But I'm telling you, let's fire up something really quickly so you guys can see what this mini LED is capable of. I'm telling you, let's pull up Cyberpunk 2077. All right, Cyberpunk. There was a Cyberpunk 2077 with ray tracing and everything. I just want y'all to see, like, with ray tracing. All right, so maybe this one right here. Let's take a look at this one right here. So this is Orange. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. I just want to kind of let y'all see. Hold on really quickly. Let me see if I can pull it up. This might not be the best. Oh man, look at this. God, this looks absolutely freaking insane. The brightness, the colors, the contrast just really pops. So if you are someone that's like, man, I'm an OLED guy. I mean, OLED is king, but it does not get as bright as this mini LED panel. Look how amazing this looks. I mean, this looks absolutely insane. Everything just pops out right at you. I am telling you guys, the star of the show. So 10 out of 10 when it comes to the actual screen, okay? All right. So let's move on to the keyboard, right? Let's move on to the keyboard. All right, there we go. Let's move on to the keyboard, shall we? Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you guys so much. One love and God bless. Let's move on to the actual keyboard experience. And let me see if I can move myself backwards a little bit more. All right, so let's tell y'all about the keyboard experience. Let's take this down and let's pull up like Notepad or something like that, right? Let's pull up Notepad. All right, let's see if we can use Notepad just for demonstration purposes. Okay, so typing on this keyboard, I'm more of a mechanical type of guy. Like, I do love mechanical keyboards. It feels really good. I'm gonna let y'all hear when I'm typing and stuff. I will say that the keyboard do feel pretty good. They do have really good travel. I'll say about, yeah, really, really decent travel on the keyboard. It does not feel mushy or anything like that. You do have per key RGB, as you guys can see right here. That's per key RGB. So it does feel really, really nice to type on. So that's pretty good here. Let's talk about the trackpad. Also, too, there is a number pad right here. So for those of you who basically do accounting, or maybe you just want to have a number pad, I do love the number pad on this one. It's really, really, really nice, as you guys can see right here. So you do have a full number pad, and no, it's not cramped or anything like that. And you have your up and down arrow keys right here, which I think is really, really cool. But keyboard is definitely really, really nice. You can customize it in the Armoury Crate software as much as you would like, but I think it's really nice, right, to have. So there is that one. Okay, so let's talk about the trackpad, right? The trackpad. How is the trackpad, Marlon? Yeah, let's talk about that, right? All right, so let's put a timer on that one for you guys. All right, let's go with that one. And here we go. So trackpad, it's not gloss, at least to me. It's not a glass. It feels a little bit glossy, but it kind of feels like a glass touchpad. Definitely feels good. You can scroll up, scroll down, stuff like that. And you can navigate like really, really easily with it. So yeah, I do it. I do love it. It definitely does feel like it has a very good travel. When you click on things, it comes up, no problems with the trackpad at all. I do love the trackpad. So nothing to complain about there. So really, really good trackpad. Very, very responsive. As you guys can see, let me pull up just a little bit more here. All right. Sorry, my whatchamacallit is being so stubborn. Okay, hold on just a second, guys. This is being so stubborn right now. Anyways, but yeah, the trackpad definitely feels really, really, really good. So there's that. All right. So let's move on to the webcam. Let's move on to the webcam, and then we're gonna get into like speaker tests, and then we still got to do the benchmarks, and then we gotta get inside of it. As a matter of fact, you know what? Wait, do I have get inside of it? Yeah, let's do the webcam, and then we'll show you guys getting inside of the laptop and stuff like that. I think I do have that list then, getting inside. Yeah, so let's do the webcam. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now, the webcam is no good. All right, it's cool for like meetings or anything like that. Maybe you might have a business meeting or something, but like anything else, I would say that the webcam is not good at all. Like the webcam, not good. Okay. And it's a shame because you're spending all this money on a laptop and the freaking webcam is trash. But hey, you know, look at this right here. Yeah, y'all see the webcam? So there we go. It is not that good, guys. Good Lord, this thing is just stuck all together. Like it does not want to go up anymore. Don't know why. There we go. There we go. Sorry about this, guys. My camera just want to act up on me right now. Don't know why. Let's see here. This tripod, for some weird reason, it's all stuck. But you know what? I'll just lift it up for you guys. Sorry about that. Let me just re-put a timestamp on that one. I'm just going to have to lift it up because my tripod, for some weird reason, I'm going to turn on the light as well, too. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that. Let's put a timestamp back on that one. Give the stream a like, guys. If you're enjoying the review so far, I appreciate y'all. Let's turn on the light, some kind of lighting. All right, let's see here. Just to make it a little fair. And there's the webcam. There's the webcam. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? It's not bad. It's very fuzzy. Hi, guys. Hi, how you doing? This is your boy. Yeah, the webcam is It's not. This camera that I'm using right now is really good, but it's just very fuzzy. Little to no detail on this bad boy. I would definitely say that for sure. But hey, if you're in a pinch and you're having a meeting or something like that, then fine. I guess you can go ahead and do the webcam, right? But webcam test. Hi, how y'all doing? Peace, deuces. All right, so oh God. Anyways, so there is that one for the webcam, and so there's that. All right. So let's try to get inside of the machine really quickly. All right. So getting inside, I got to remember to put this in the timestamps as well. Getting it inside the machine. This right here, I would say, is awesome, right? Because for people who are not tech savvy, this is really cool. My man, Michael Peer with the $2 says, how much is this laptop and do you recommend? I recommend this laptop. Yes, I do. If you're okay with bad speakers. The speakers on this thing is not great. And it does not come with a, oh, I forgot to mention that. It does not come with a SD card slot. So if you are going to be using this for video editing, yes, you can buy an external SD card, slot, that you can hook up to it via USB-A or something or C. But yes, if you're a creator, you're definitely going to want to have that SD card slot. So no SD card slot, which is a bummer. I forgot to mention that on the ports. And the speakers are not great. So if you're going to buy this laptop or keep it, I highly recommend you using some headphones because the speakers are not so good at all, which it makes absolutely no sense to me on why they would put average speakers almost below average speakers on this thing. And it's supposed to be a premium system. So let me turn this thing off really quickly. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get inside the machine. All right, so let's turn it off. And let's put you guys over here. So Michael Peer, hopefully that answers your question. I like to be honest in my reviews. I like to be 100% honest with you guys, okay? So that's what to look out for. All right, so we powered everything down. And let me get my rag here. Now, this thing is a fingerprint magnet, but just not like the Razer, right? Not like the Razer Blade 18 or 16, which all aluminum, that's one of the things, but it does have fingerprints, but you can just use a rag, micro fiber rag, and kind of wipe it down. So let's go ahead and let's get inside here. Hit that like button for me. Appreciate you guys if you're enjoying these reviews. Love doing these for you guys so y'all can have options on the channel. So let's turn it around. And this is one of the coolest things about the 2025 SCAR 18 is that you have this toolless entry. I love this because a lot of people at times what happens is they strip the screws trying to get into their laptops, or some people use butter knives, or some people use those little plastic guitar pickers to try to get in and then do even more damages. Now this, you can get in for the first time ever, which I can see other laptop manufacturers really taking a page out of Asus book. Really awesome stuff, 10 out of 10. And literally in just 5 seconds, you can just pull this latch right here, pull this latch just like that. Look, you pull this latch left, and all you do, I'm gonna show you guys, is pull forward, and that's it. You're inside the laptop. Look at this. In seconds, look at that. Just in seconds, it's gone. It's off. You don't have to fiddle with no screws or anything like that. Here is the back plate right here on the inside, right? Just like that. So this is also something to look forward to. If you're in the market for a laptop for 2025, look no further than the Strix SCAR 18, because I know some of you guys are not, you know, tech savvy and stuff like that. And some of y'all don't want to deal with no whole bunch of screws and losing the screws or stripping the screws. I see it happen all the time. Now, once you are inside of the laptop, let's go forward here so y'all can see. And again, one of the stars of the show is this right here, as y'all can see here. So you do have a tri-fan design, similar to what they did last year, right? So they do improve their intelligent cooling system here, which I think is pretty cool. And just with a turn right here, you can change out the SSD. All right, so this is a Gen 4 SSD that is in here. And then you do have another slot over here that is not taken up. You can install another 2 terabyte, which is going to make it 4 terabytes in RAID 0, which is going to give you insane speed. You do have your battery right here. And yeah, man, this thing, I'm getting what, over 80 degrees on the GPU, and then sometimes up to 90 degrees on the CPU. Sometimes it spike up to 90 and then go back down to like 80 something. So they did improve the cooling on this bad boy, and Asus is claiming by 15%. So that's a bold claim right there, by 15% with this new Conductanont extreme liquid metal you know, paste that they're using on this thing, and they're claiming up to 15 degrees cooler. Now I will say this, with this tri-fan vapor chamber design, it definitely does keep the laptop cool. You guys know when you prop up the laptop, it definitely does help out to kind of, you know, let the airflow go through and stuff like that. So all the air basically what happens is, you know, everything just circulates from here and goes out the back, right? So all the way through, these fans are working and then goes out the back, just pushes all that air out. So really cool stuff there with Asus with the tri-fan technology and the vapor chamber. So they did improve the cooling there for 2025. All new design for 2025, which, you know, hey, it's about time, right? That somebody comes in and try to change the game. Also right here, let me make sure that you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Don't want any problems at all. I will drop links afterwards if you want to get this laptop and stuff like that. So stay tuned. All right, so here we go. This is your SODIMM slot. This is 32 gigs of RAM, 5600 mega transfer per second on that speed. I wish it was 64, but hey, it is what it is. As of right now, that's what it is. So you can swap this out for 64 gigs. Especially if you're doing video editing, programming, or anything like that. So there it is right there. Just want y'all to see that. This little flap, you just pull up this little flap right here, and there you guys go. Now, this third fan right here, I'm going to show y'all, is blowing air on the memory to keep the memory cool. Very clever. Very clever. Shout outs to Asus. Very clever design. I know some laptops have like 4, so you got like 2 big fans right here and then 2 big fans over there to kind of every cooling system is different. But I do like that there's a dedicated fan right here for the RAM. So that thing is blowing air on that RAM and keeping that RAM cool so you don't have any crashes or anything like that, which I think is pretty dope. Also, they covered the motherboard and stuff like that, guys, with this plastic right here. This is all plastic, right? So if you unscrew these with some, these are, you know, Phillips or whatever, you can just go in here and Phillips screws and then just unscrew them and take this whole plastic off. And then you have access to the entire motherboard. No, it's not inverted like Alienware laptops are, but hey, that's kind of pretty cool. They just kind of make everything just a little bit neater here. Right here, you have your light bar, your light. I can't wait to show you all the RGBs and all that stuff. But hey, this is your light bar right here, all around the bottom of the laptop, which gives you that nice levitated illusion that the laptop is floated, right? So that's cool there. All right, so let's go ahead and let's put this bad boy back on, man. We haven't even gotten to the Gametest yet and all the other bells and whistles. So yeah, let's get right into it, man. All right, so there you guys go. Let's go ahead and let's put this bad boy back on. And like I said, so freaking easy. Look at that. Look at that. See? Look at that. Look how easy this is. Guys, are y'all paying attention? I want y'all to know. Look how easy this is. All you got to do is just go boom. And you just put it on, guys. Look at this. That easy. That easy. It's on. And you just lock it. It's locked. That's it. And if you want to, like, it's just that easy, bro. It's just that easy. It's on now. Look at that. That's it. That's literally it. How amazing is that? So again, 10 out of 10 to Asus for improving the internal access toolless design. All you got to do is move this little flap and you are inside the laptop, homie. You are inside. You could do whatever you want to do. Upgrade your RAM, your SSD, repaste, all that jazz. Okay. So enough with that. Let's move up a little bit here. And yeah, man, my camera, I swear, bro, is acting a little crazy, guys. Pardon me. I might have to just move this out of the way a little bit. Okay. So let's get back into business, man. Let's turn it back on. Hope you guys are enjoying the review because I know I am. Let's plug it back in. All right, plug it back in. Turn it on. And yes. All right. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. Oh, man. Okay, so my tripod is broken now. My tripod is broken because it wants to be crazy. My tripod is broken because it want to be crazy. Okay, guys, please forgive me. My old tripod just broke, okay? It just literally broke on me, so give me a second. Piece of garbage just broke on me, bruh. I'm trying to move it up so you guys can actually see. But give me a second, guys. Lord have mercy. Look, completely broken. I was sitting here trying to adjust and everything. And I had it for years. Piece of garbage just broke on me, man. Piece of garbage. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. Get away. Get away from me. Sorry. Sorry about that, guys. My apologies. This was one that I had in Virginia. I had this one that I'm about to use. This is why it's always good to have multiple ones because you just never know. That thing just dry rotted, I guess, over the years of using it. And yeah. So it's always good to have multiple ones. Let's get this thing in. And we got to finish up the review for you guys, okay? So bear with me, guys. Let me see here. All right, let's see. Don't want to unscrew it. All right, let's see here. And there we go. Bam, we are back in business. Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on. There we go. We are back in business, just like that. We're back in business. There we go. Thank God. Hallelujah. Now we're back. Yeah. All right. So hope y'all are enjoying the review. Hit the like button for your boy. And let's see what's next. Speakers. 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 Oh, my least freaking favorite. Lord have mercy. Speakers. All right, so let's adjust for you guys. And let's let y'all hear the speakers. They're so bad. They are so freaking bad. I want to make sure you guys can see. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Picture perfect. Okay. So let's put a timestamp on that one. For you guys, the speakers, I'm going to tell you right now, Lord have mercy. Not good at all. To the point where it's a deal breaker for me, bro. I'm just saying, I'm an audio kind of person. I love music. I make music. And yeah, obviously, well, why don't you just get a MacBook? Yeah, I know, but MacBook don't have Windows capabilities. I'm just saying. Right? So let's go ahead and let's pull up... let's put up God of War or something like that. God of War Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok trailer. And no matter how many times I actually tweak everything, like tweak all the Dolby Atmos, they're the ones that did the processing for the audio for Asus. So freaking bad, dude. All right, here we go. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Running out. The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming. My story doesn't end hiding in these woods. I should be out there, finding out who I am, who Loki is.
I will not allow you to pick a fight with God.
I don't want to fight anyone. I just want answers.
And if those answers lead to war with Asgard?
Maybe that's what Mother wanted.
I do not know what Mother wanted.
Well, I recognize that dour expression anywhere. Odin's got tricks up his sleeve we haven't dared to consider.
What if there was someone who could help us?
He means here. The old god of war in these lands, who's dead.
Well, for a dead man, Odin seemed pretty keen on seeing he wasn't found.
If he's out there, we gotta find him. Come in.
What? All yarns made the happen to him.
We're trying to stop Ragnarok, to help people. And what if the only way to do that is war?
War is not the only way.
Stop thinking like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general.
You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Are you a calm and reasonable person? In moments of crisis, panic does nothing. Harness it. Let it serve you.
Here!
Are you coming with us?
You'll get your answers soon enough. Well, some of them.
Okay. All right. So what do you guys think? Obviously, what I could do is, yeah, the sound is not good, bro. The sound is about a 5 out of 10. Sound is lacking bass, the mids, the highs, the lows. There's no fullness in the audio at all. Like, this is one of the biggest Achilles heel to this laptop. So if you're buying this laptop with the mindset of, oh yeah, dog, it's just gonna blow you away. Maybe I can play some music or something like that for you guys. Let me go ahead and do that real quickly. Like, yeah, if you're thinking about buying this for freaking music or anything like, or you think this is gonna beat out a MacBook, think again, bro. It's not gonna happen. Not even close. Or I would say the best speakers on a for a Windows laptop would be the G14, the Asus G14, or the G16. Those are with OLED screens. But this, it's to the point where I'm just like, no, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you can use headphones, but when you spend this kind of money, bro, you don't want to have to sit here and freaking compromise or anything like that. Let's go ahead and let's play like this track right here so you guys can actually hear. Yeah, it's loud. It's loud. But that's all it got going for it, man. He said that's a ripoff, send it back. Yeah, man. It's yeah, man. That's why I said, like, this is not a laptop that I'm completely sold on. The screen is amazing, the keyboard, the RGBs, the upgradability, the toolless entry, but the audio is a big no-no, bro. It's a big no-no. I can't have a laptop and the sound is trash. Like, it's just not good, man. I just have to be real, bro. Everything else is good. And there's no SD card slot on this machine, which is also another bummer. But if it had excellent audio, then I could live with the overall package. But let's go ahead, guys. And, you know, he said most laptops aren't great with speakers. Yeah, that is true. But at the same time, it's kind of like, dog, come on. They could have done a way better freaking job, way better job when it comes to it and all that. Let's talk about battery life, okay? Let's talk about battery life. All right, so I'm going to tell y'all right now, if you're buying this with the idea of, oh, battery life is going to be good, yeah, you can think again, brother, because it ain't fixing to happen, okay? So if you buying this with the premises of battery life is going to be great, nope, it's not, okay? Battery life is not so great. I would say about close to 2 hours. Let me go ahead and put a timestamp on this while I'm talking. So I would say about close to 2 hours of battery when you have it plugged out, like when you plug it out and you have it on 50% brightness. Yes. And basically 50% volume. It does not last you more than 2 hours for my testing. So battery life is not good. And when you're buying a desktop replacement like this, you're not buying it for battery life, right? Even though you can put it in Windows mode and, you know, basically get a little bit more, maybe close to 3 hours, 3.5 hours. But yeah, you're not buying this for battery life. You're buying this because, hey, listen, I want a desktop replacement. I want something powerful enough that's all around great, but battery life is not so good. And then when you do go into battery life, you can't go into the max TDP or TGP, sorry. You can't go into turbo mode. You can only go into performance mode, and then that's going to completely drain the battery altogether. So battery life, not good, even though it's better with this new processor in here, the Ultra 9 Series 2. The 275HX, the battery life is a little bit better than, you know, previous generation of Intel. But yeah, I'm just going to keep it real with you guys on that one. So battery life, not so good. All right. Let's go ahead and let's move on to benchmarks. Y'all ready for the benchmarks? Y'all ready for the benchmarks? Oh, no. Before we do benchmarks, let's do the software, because you guys need to know the software that you're going to be using. So before we go into that, let's do software. Hold on. Let me put another timestamp on this one. I'm doing this as I go for you guys that's going to be rewatching this. Okay. So timestamps are done for software, right? So the software is very, very important here. So let's pull up the software, shall we? All right, so let's get a little bit closer so you guys can kind of see what's going down. This is the software that you're going to be using. And there it is. So this is Armoury Crate. I will say there's a lot going on here, to be honest with you. So you do have your system usage right here. It tells you your frequency, your temperatures. And in my testing, it's best to download MSI Afterburner for your GPU and CPU temps, because for some reason in Armoury Crate, the temps are a bit higher, and it tells you, you know, your memory speeds, your fan speeds. And then down at the bottom here, you do have your operating mode. So Windows is literally going to be the best in terms of like saving battery and things of that nature. Silent is pretty good, lowers the fan levels and things of that nature, lowers the workload, perfect for just casual gaming and browsing the web and stuff like that. Performance is like, hey, you're on battery, but you want a game, but just know that it's going to max out max out the fans. Well, not quite max out the fans. The fans are going to ramp up and it's going to drain the battery really fast. And this is your absolute max operating mode right here, which is turbo. That's the last one here, is going to make the fans scream and you're going to get the maximum performance. Or you can go into manual mode and basically, like right here, you can go into manual mode. You can mess with all of this stuff, CPU, GPU, things of that nature. You can mess with your fan curve and things of that nature. So this, you can go in here, mess with all this stuff and get like the maximum performance as much as you possibly can. All right, so that's literally the system area right here, just to kind of overview when you first boot up Armoury Crate. And if you go into The system configuration here is some shortcuts for like window key, function key, touchpad, the boot up sound. As you guys know, also too, the boot up sound is different. It says for those who dare. So there you go. You can turn that off. You do have your panel power saver here. You do have your panel overdrive 3 millisecond right here. You do have your modern standby assistant right there that you can basically use to hibernate the laptop or whatever the case may be, you know, just so you don't drain the battery and stuff like that. This is your power mode synchronization right here. This is for dynamically adjusting the Windows power mode based on Armoury Crate operating mode and optimal performance. Down here, you can mess with like your HDR. So if you do have HDR, highly recommend if you buy this laptop, turn on HDR because you're going to get the best performance out of the panel. And then also right here, you do have your backlight zone. So this have over 2,000, I believe it's 2,300 local dimming zones. So it's going to give you those perfect blacks, contrast and stuff like that. And you can control them and it will have literally no blooming. I've not experienced no blooming on this panel. So you can go in there, adjust. You can also come here. You can free up memory. You can come in here for your CPU, your GPU, sorry, performance. So right here, you can come here and you can go to Ultimate. I do have it on Ultimate. This means that it's going to be using the dedicated GPU. Standard is basically Windows default, which allows you to basically have a hybrid between Advanced Optimus, like integrated GPU and dedicated GPU. This is your Eco, where it just basically completely disables the dedicated GPU, and then it's like saving a lot of energy. Or you can go with the recommended optimize, version of that one. So it gives you like that perfect balance and whatnot. You can come in here, you can customize your hotkeys, different shortcuts, stuff like that. Also the lighting, oh boy, you can come in here, you can change up your RGBs. Right now I have it on rain, but you can change it to whatever you want. Radioactive, rainbow, I can change it to rainbow, comet, whatever you want, flash dash, breathe in, whatever you want, star, anything that you want. You can change the speed, whatever, but I do like rain because it just gives you all those perfect colors and stuff like that. So, and then you do have your resource monitor here, where it basically, you can come in here and it does give you the opportunity to have real-time monitoring. So you can monitor your CPU temps, your GPU temps, and also the usage, battery, all that stuff. You can come in here, mess with all that. I think that's pretty cool. You do have your Aura sync right here, so you can sync up everything with the different lighting effects on the actual laptop. And right here, like I was telling y'all before, this is your Aura effects. Now, this is one of my favorites when it comes to this laptop. On the back of the laptop right now, which I'll show you guys in a second, you can come in here. This is the anime vision, right? So anime vision. This right here has some really cool LED lights on the back of the laptop. So I customize it and I add subscribe to Marlin Gaming Nation. So freaking dope. Huge feature. If you are more of like an aesthetic person and you do like RGBs, you want to stand out, you go to the coffee shop or whatever, and you're just like, hey, look, I'm really cool. Hey, or maybe you want to surprise your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your husband or your wife or your auntie, your uncle, or be like, I love you, auntie. You can put anything right here, or I love you, baby, whatever you want in here. And then you do have different effects that you can kind of tweak and stuff like that. And the text font, you do have a whole bunch to kind of choose from right here, which I think is really cool. And also here you do have your background, your Aura wallpaper. So you can come in here, you can change up this. Now it does take up a little bit of resources, so you could change up your wallpaper and stuff like that, which I think is really nice. And then you have your scenario profile here, where you can make like different shortcuts that you would want for different profiles. Like let's say, for instance, like you set up a certain RGB or whatever, or certain things that you want the computer to do, you can go in here and set that up. All right. And then this is the Marcos right here, which is like, you can come in here, you can record stuff if you want to and check it out. And this is your game visuals right here. And it also, I forgot to mention, game library. So any game that you have installed, you can find it on the computer, and then they will have it like right here, which I think is awesome. But game visuals. So right here, obviously we're in HDR mode right now, but you can come in here and you can change like different color presets, different modes like FPS, if you're playing an FPS, cinema, eye care, vivid, all that stuff. But when you're in HDR, you don't have that. And they have like some bloatware stuff like content platform, promotions, all that, like game deals. If you care to buy games, you know, through Asus Armoury crate, you know, you could do so. But yeah, there's that one there, just showing you all that. You can basically come here, buy games. See, they have Doom Dark Ages, stuff like that. And then you have your settings right here. You can pretty much come in here. You can update, you know, the laptop and stuff like that. Your BIOS, all that stuff, Armoury crate, and pretty cool stuff, right? And then you can come in here. You can change like different themes, right? For me, black is more easier on the eyes for me. You can do Prime, you could do Pro Art, so different backgrounds for the software and things like that. So there's that one in terms of the actual software. So hopefully that kind of gave you guys a little bit of insight here. And then right here, it gives you the specs of the laptop. Just a brief specs of the laptop. So you do have your Intel Core Ultra 9 Series 2, 275HX. And then it says right here, NVIDIA RTX 5080. So there is that one. And we're going to be running benchmarks. So let's crank on turbo, right? Because we're going to take off like a G4 jet now. The fans are going to literally start screaming now, because now it's time for some more intensive stuff. So let's get out of that software and let's go into benchmarks. Y'all ready? And then we're going to talk about RGBs and all that stuff. So let's go into the benchmarks, where you guys are going to see a lot of the tests that we're going to be doing. So hit that like button for me, guys, if you're enjoying so far. One love and God bless. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's get right into it, man. So let me go ahead and plug in my Xbox control. Well, no, you know what? Let's do the benchmarks. Let's do the benchmarks, and then we'll do gaming afterwards. So let's do 3D Mark demo first, right? And I'm going to tell you guys really quickly on the benchmarks that I've ran so far. I did Cinebench R24, and I'll tell you guys the score that I've gotten. So Cinebench R24, I got a single core of 2024. And then I also did Firestrike. So Firestrike score was 39,971. So that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good right there. All right, so we're pulling up 3D Mark for you guys really quickly. And let's see. Let's do Steel Nomad. All right, let's do that really quickly. Let's pull that up for you guys. And let me know how everything looks for you. Hit that like button if anybody have any questions or anything like that. Feel free to tag me. Yeah, let's get right into it, man. So we're running the benchmarks here. Obviously, benchmarks does take a little bit of time to run, but I want to give y'all a kind of a general idea of what you can expect in terms of like performance synthetic benchmarks. So here we go. So we're doing a graphics test right now. And there's that one. All right. So let me pull you guys over here. All right. There we go. So we're running one. There we go right now. What, 50 something frames, as y'all can see. Man, that screen is so good. What's up? El Unico, what's going on? I'll drop a link. Let me drop a link in the meantime for you guys. Those of you who care for the link for the laptop, if you're interested. This laptop goes for $33.99. I was able to get it down to $100. But yeah, let me drop the link in there for you guys. It's an affiliated Amazon link. So if you want to support the channel that way, and if you're in the market for this laptop and you want to buy one, then you could do so with that link. All right, let me go ahead and pull this up for you guys. All right, give me a second. This is the affiliated link. Hold on. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me do this. Copy link address. And hold on. There we go. So there you guys go right there. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Nope. It's not allowing me to do it. I'll just create a link right here for you guys. A short link. Get link. And there we go. Remove the other one. Hold on. So that's our first score right there. DirectX 12, 5,111 at 51 FPS. So there you guys go. All right, let's see what other benchmarks we can do. I know some of y'all probably want to see the Time Spy. We can do Time Spy really, really quickly. So let's do Time Spy. Let's run that real quick for you guys, and so y'all can see what's going on. All right, let's see. Hey, what's up, bro? All right, there's the link. It's an affiliated link. There it is. In case if you guys are interested, there it is right there. Appreciate you guys. Okay. What's up, man? What's going on? What's going on? Appreciate y'all, man. Hit that like button for your boy. Hit that like button for your boy. All right, so we're running the Time Spy right now. Running that Time Spy for you guys. What up, Sora? What up? What up? Hit that like button. Hit that like button. You click the link for the cause. Hey, appreciate that, man. It's an affiliated Amazon link. All right, y'all can listen to the sound real quick. Listen to those fans. Listen to those fans, guys. Them fans are screaming. Good God, them fans are screaming. So we're in turbo mode, as you guys may know. We're in turbo mode right now. So yeah. Turbo. Oh, whoops. My controller dropped. Turbo mode. I probably should pull up. I should have pulled up MSI Afterburner. I should have pulled that up for you guys. I should have pulled that up. But we'll show y'all the temps once we start playing games and such. Yeah. He said PS7 Pro, 7 racks, 4 racks. Oh, Lord. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. All right. Running some more right there. So we got what? Over 100 FPS right here, which is pretty good. Nice. Can't wait to show y'all the RGBs. We're going to turn off all the light towards the end. Cannot wait to show y'all the RGBs on this bad boy. The RGBs, oh my God. Yep. Just one of the highlights. If you love RGBs, like, it's going to blow you guys away. Displaying the latest Alien movie. Well, I haven't watched an Alien movie on it. I've seen some movie trailers and some previews on here, and it looks really good on this mini LED screen for sure. All right. We're almost there. Any more questions, any more concerns, guys, feel free. Make sure you guys hit the like button, man. Hit that like button for your boy. I wonder if I could pull up. Oh, yes. Let me pull up. Whoa, there you go. MSI. Let me pull up MSI Afterburner. All right, there we go. Yes. All right, so as you guys can see right here, 20,740 is good, right? For our graphics score. So there y'all go on that one. Just want y'all to have a brief overview of all this. So there it is, man. That's some pretty good score for a 5080 GPU in a laptop. And the combined here, the graphics score is 21,840, and then the CPU score is 16,138. So there it is, guys, in terms of the actual benchmark. All right. All right. So, let's do some Doom, right? Game test. Let's do some Doom for you guys, right? Let's start off with Doom really quickly. Hit that like button for me, guys. Let's do some Doom right quick. All right, let's test out Doom, okay? All right, so let's close this out. And let's pull up Xbox app here. And I only have like 2 installed for right now. So let's pull this up. And we're going to fire up Doom Dark Ages, baby. Let's go. Hit play. Here we go. All right. And there you go. Yeah, the chat is quiet, boy. Chat is really quiet. Chat is very quiet today, I tell you that much. Well, they were talking earlier, but yeah. All right, Doom the Dark Ages. Let's go. So CPU right now, 81 degrees on the CPU, and what, 65 degrees on the GPU? Holy freaking cow, bro. Hey. No problem, SB Digital. No problem. Thank you for being here. All right, so let's go. Let's check out the next level here. And I think we do have DLSS multi-frame generation on. So there it is. Man, this looks absolutely insane.
A distress signal was sent. We've tried contacting them. No response.
All right, here we go.
I sealed it from him, but it is an artifact of immense power.
So it's saying we're getting over 200 FPS right now. This is with DLSS and multi-frame generation enabled.
Discovered in AR-722, an artifact said to contain the soul of the last raid. Powers and origin unknown.
Assemble the guard.
All right, here we go. All right, so we're getting almost 300 FPS right now with multi-frame generation. Obviously, I know, fake frames, but hey, CPU spiking up there to almost 90, right? 90 degrees, pretty spicy, right? All right, hold on, let me make sure this is straight for you guys. Pretty spicy, right? All right, here we go. There we go. All right, let's go.
Demons in the north wing.
Pretty spicy. Oh, now I remember. I was like, wait a minute. There we go. There we go.
Valen, with the Slayer guarding the barracks, we'll take the airships. Rally at the priest signal.
Demons have entered the facility.
All right. Have different missions. Yeah, man. These are some spicy temps, though. Not gonna lie. Very spicy. Very spicy temps. 90, you know, like 90 something. All right, here we go. Pulverizer, let's go. So pretty good so far. I mean, I can turn off multi-frame gen so you guys can see. But yeah, that's one of the biggest features of these new Blackwell GPUs, especially on laptops, is multi-frame generation ×4. I mean, I can turn it off. I can turn off. I can just do TAA so you guys can see, you know. And we're on Ultra Nightmare, by the way. So there's that one. Hit yes. And what we're getting. So we're getting about, Lord, all them fake frames went away. So we're getting about 75, 76 frames per second. All right. So there you guys go on that one. All right. So y'all can see. Pretty good stuff, right? Almost 100 FPS. Still pretty good. Is there, I mean, you have like 18-inch laptops. You have the Blade 18. And then you also have the Area 51. You have the Gigabyte Aorus Master. Those are some other 18-inch ones. But from what I've seen, the Blade 18 is going to be really super expensive. You got to have a lot of money for that one right there, for the Blade 18. And the Scar is going to get you way more performance when it's all said and done over the Blade. The Blade is like, you know what I mean, more compact, thin and light, stuff like that approach. So the thermals on it is not going to, I mean, the power on it is not going to be as great. So if you want absolute max performance, then the Scar or the Aorus, the Gigabyte Aorus Master, those are really, really good. Or the Alienware Area 51. Those are really good 18-inch laptops. Let's go. Oh, MSI. Yes, I forgot about MSI. Yes, MSI has the Titan, but that's super duper expensive. That's like $6,000-$7,000 for a Titan. And then you have the Raider, which is like a step down from the Titan, but they don't have any G-Sync. So those are kind of hard to recommend if you're a gamer. They don't have G-Sync. I don't know why MSI don't pay for the certification to have G-Sync, and that's very critical. So you're going to have some screen tearings on the MSI Raider and the Titan, but those are very expensive laptops, more expensive than the Scar. All right, let's turn back on the fake frames for you guys. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. All right, more fake frames. More fake frames. We got more fake frames, ladies and gentlemen. More fake frames. But it runs very smooth, man, for the most part. Hold on. There we go. They say, do the dance moves. But you can get a really good experience from this laptop if you have a headphone on. Like if you have a really good headphone, then you'll have some better experiences. The speakers on this laptop is just not good at all. And this is why, oh shoot. And this is why it's hard for me to recommend this machine at the price, because if you are somebody who is buying this on the premises of audio, like you want a really good audio experience, which most laptops don't have great audio anyway, but still, the money that you're spending, bro, you want the best experience possible. Oh, yeah, they typically do run hot. You see the temps at the top, right? All right, let's go. The shotgun. All right, guys, just wanted y'all to see what Doom the Dark Ages is capable of. Not trying to bore y'all with Doom. So there's Doom. And let's see. Let's pull up Hellblade 2. Y'all boys can see what Hellblade 2 is capable of. How about the Lenovo Legion 7i? Yes. Lenovo Legion 7i is really good. The build quality on that laptop is pretty good. And the only thing is, if you do care about Windows Hello, it does not have Windows Hello. It does not have Thunderbolt 5 port on that one. And yeah, that's pretty much all the downsides to that laptop. But you do get a beautiful OLED screen this time around. And you do get a nicer premium build quality with that one. And it's probably one of the best performing 16-inch laptops out there. I think Lenovo did a great job. And they moved the ports from the back to the side on the 7i. But yeah, the only downside is no Thunderbolt 5 port and no Windows Hello, right? So you have to type in, manually to log in. So there it is. Let's see how Concord runs. You got jokes, huh? I see you got crazy jokes. I see y'all boys got crazy jokes, man. Y'all boys got crazy jokes. The 9i, yes, that one was a good one. The keyboard was a bit cramped on last year's 9i. They're coming out with a 18-inch 9i. In June. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not mini LED and it's not OLED. It's only a regular IPS. So yeah, if you're going into it thinking that you're going to get mini LED, think again. It's probably going to be pretty expensive for that one. So let me show you guys really quickly here. I always run the same scene. And many of you guys know I've finished Hellblade 2. And oh, by the way, they have confirmed that there will be physical copies of Hellblade 2 for PS5 and for Series X. So that is awesome. Definitely want to pick that up, man, and replaying it again. But this is a game that I've already finished before. And so yeah. So there's that one. So we're getting about 86, almost 90 degrees. So it hovers between 80, 91. As long as it doesn't go up to 100 degrees, then you're fine. But it fluctuates. It's typically in the 80s for the most part. And then the GPU is in the 70s. So pretty respectable temps, right? All right. So let's skip the cinematics. And let's get right into the meat and potatoes. Oh. It's like that. It's like that, bro. It's like that, bro. It's like that. Woo! Bro, this looks absolutely insane on this mini LED. God. Oh, love this freaking game, bro. Oh, got me with that one. Okay, it's like that, bro. Oh, it's like that, bro. Oh, it's like that, bro. It's like that. It's like that, bro. Oh, all right. Let's play for real now. Let's play for real now. Get off of me, bruh. Let's go. You want to play? You want to play? Let's go. All right, let's go. Oh. Yes. 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 Ooh. Let's go. Oh, man. Oh! Yes! 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 Senua, yes! Mm-hmm. Man, this looks absolutely amazing. Uh-huh. My turn. My turn. Woo! 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 My turn, buddy. Show you how it's done, homie. Sit your butt down, homie. Let's go. You wanna throw fire now? Woo! Man, this looks absolutely insane. Oh, look at the fire, bro. Whoa! Oh! Oh! Look how real. Did y'all see how good that looks? I just want to show y'all how good this looks, man. God, the fire looks insane on this mug. All right, let's stop playing with this fool, bro. All right. Stop playing with this man, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Woo, get up, get up, get up. Oh. Oh. God. Oh! Oh, get up, get up, get up. Oh, man. So, that's Senua. Pretty good performance. All right. Let's do some Warhammer. Then we'll do some Last of Us after for you guys. All right. Let's go. Warhammer Space Marine 2. Oh, can it handle GTA 6? Yeah, it can handle GTA 6 with these specs. Yeah, it can handle GTA 6. Remember, this is not a 4K screen. This is a 1600p screen, QHD plus screen. So yeah, it can run GTA 6 for sure. All right. Space Marine. Yeah, one of my favorite. Space Marine 2, one of my favorites, man. I just want y'all to see what this thing can do, man. There you go. All right, what's going on? All right. So far, pretty decent temperatures. 83. Not bad. Make sure y'all boys hit that like button for me. I appreciate y'all. All right, Space Marine 2. There we go. 140 something FPS with DLSS and frame gen. Looks really good, right?
Where is Elliot? The enemy tried to smother us. We got separated. By the time we had slain with you. I only wish he had lived to see that hive ship burn.
Let me see if HDR is, hold on. Let's see, video, DLSS quality, just kind of going over the settings, upscaling DLSS, and frame gen, motion blur is off, high presets, and there you go.
He fought beside Alien for 2 decades. He could not have been defeated by Hormigons. There are creatures more deadly than Hormigons down there.
So we're getting over 100 and something FPS. Pretty decent temps right now. Not bad at all.
Lieutenant, I was informed you arrived at Lord Calgar. Did you fight with him on Vigilus? I've read through those battle reports more than 100 times. A masterful defense. My duty kept me busy elsewhere.
All right.
Actual service record. That is my good fortune.
Here we go.
I want to scout recon of that position. Captain,
So let's press that off.
retrieve Mechanicus data. We are Astartes. Titus Delirio, make ready to
170 something FPS. These are pretty good performance, guys. Pretty good performance. Pretty good performance.
Well, Lieutenant Titus. We are told you have need of us, brother. My squad must recover data from a Mechanicus research facility in Sector 41A. A large enemy swarm threatens to overrun both that facility and an Imperial Guard base to its east. You will sabotage it.
All right. Just wanted to let y'all have an idea of what it runs like on the system. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's fire up Last of Us, right? Let's fire up Last of Us Part 1, which absolutely blows me away every time when I see it. Play anyway. Hit OK. Matter of fact, we need to just close that out. There we go. There we go. All right, enable HDR. Hit OK. Wow. Wow. Obviously, it has to build the shaders. Look how good that looks. Good Lord. Look how good that looks. Andrew, I don't know yet, man. There's an investigation going on right now with Best Buy and UPS regarding this laptop. It's not in their system. There's no tracking number. I don't know what the heck happened between Asus and UPS communicating with Best Buy with the tracking number. There's no tracking number. It's not even in the system that I actually, bought the thing, and also warranty. I do have Best Buy Total Tech. And then the speakers on this thing is just not great at all for the price. So yeah, I won't be hopefully keeping this laptop. We'll see how it turns out once they get back to me and everything. But as of right now, yeah, man, it sucks. And the box was damaged. Yeah, so there's that. But yeah, this looks absolutely freaking insane, man. I mean, just looking at that, I'm like, man, the mini LED is awesome. Obviously, you have to wait for the shaders, but we can go over like the display. Obviously, we're already using up 9 gigs of VRAM, bro. 9. To see why I try to tell you guys. You see why I try to tell you guys? Buy a graphics card with 16 gigs of VRAM at least, Because look at this, 9 gigs of VRAM, bro. So if you have 12 gigs of VRAM, if that's all you got, you'll be okay. But just know in the future, like within a year or two from now, with these games getting so demanding, you're probably going to run out of VRAM. Obviously, you can lower settings and stuff. 1600p there. I'm just trying to show y'all view, motion blur. All this stuff is turned on. This is all for the display, right? Graphics, everything on ultra. Everything is maxed out on this machine right now. So, yeah, everything is maxed out. So you're getting maxed out performance here, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, for this machine. So nice, 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 nice. Let me see. Where is the advanced graphics preset, auto? Okay, I was hoping that it would show me DLSS. Wait, let me see. DLSS. Where is that at? Or is it in display? Maybe it's in display. Maybe it's in display. Ray tracing reflections. Yeah, maybe it's in display. Let's go back. Don't see. Yeah, it's probably in display. Yeah, turn off VSync. We don't need VSync. And full. Wait. Border last window. Okay. All right. Let's see. Frame generation. Why is that not on? Anti-aliasing. Okay, there we go. DLSS. Wait, why? Huh? Oh, that's all they have? They don't have frame generation on this? Oh, that sucks. Ah, wow. It's not a deal breaker, but wow. Okay, whatever, I guess. All right. Any good cooling pads? Razer Blade makes a really good cooling pad. I forgot the exact name of it. If you go on Amazon and type in Razer cooling pad, that I'm hearing is like literally the best one. I have not used it yet, but according to the reviews, that's what they're saying is like the best one to use. So I hope that helps. All right, let's see here. Last of Us. All right, we got to wait for the shaders to build up first, which is so annoying. We got to wait for the shaders to build up. Very annoying stuff. Very annoying. All right. Any more questions, guys? So we're getting what, like 70 something frames on this one. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Yeah, this thing is building the shaders. Man, this takes forever, bro. That's one thing I don't like. You ain't got to deal with this on consoles whatsoever. Like, I mean, it just runs flawlessly. But you know what? In the meantime, let me show you guys the RGBs on this thing. I'm going to turn off all the lights and everything so y'all can see the RGBs. I'm going to put a timestamp on the RGB. RGB, let's put a timestamp on that. 25. Okay. So RGB. Oh, it looks even better. Oh, it looks even better, guys. All right, let's check out the RGBs. Wow. Tell me that doesn't look awesome. Look at the RGBs like I was telling y'all. That's one of the things about this laptop. I love RGBs, man. It's just like, I don't know, I have a thing for RGBs. The RGBs, they did a great job. As you can see right here at the very bottom, you do have RGB strip all the way around the bottom of the laptop to give you that sense of glow. And if you put down the lid, you will see like the animatrix back here. There it is right there. Really, really cool stuff. Subscribe to Marlin Gaming Nation. So freaking cool, right? Yep, and you do have your Asus logo right there. I thought that was freaking awesome. Yes, the laptop is plugged in and crazy with RGB. So if you are a RGB lover, yes, you are going to be blown away. All right, because this laptop have a lot of RGBs. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But looks really, really, really good. Let me go ahead and settle that right there. Just wanted y'all to see. And man, these shaders, they do take forever, man. Yes, Lorenzo, it is plugged in. Seemed like a dope laptop. Yeah, it's dope. It's just the speakers, man. The speakers just don't sound freaking good. I mean, I tweak them, you know, mess with the EQ and stuff like that. And, you know, they seem to be a little bit better. But overall, it's kind of like they could have done a way better job, you know, with this machine in terms of the speakers. And no SD card on it as well. But everything else gets a check mark for me. The RGBs, the mini LED, the webcam is not the greatest, but it will work in a pinch. You do have Windows IR for Windows Hello. Very decent temperatures. The toolless entry for like upgrading SSDs and storage. The trackpad is pretty good. The keyboard is pretty good. The keyboard is perky RGB. Hey, what's up, country boy? But the speakers, yeah, man, speakers sound like they came from the dollar store, bro. It sound like it came from the dollar store. The battery life is not good, obviously. It's a gaming laptop, right? It's a desktop replacement. But overall, yeah, if you're in the if you can look past the speakers, like maybe you might like, speakers sounds okay to me, then I would say go for this laptop. You know, if you can look past the speakers and look past it having an SD card, then I would say go for it, right? If you love the RGB, if you're an Asus fan, then doesn't matter, right? You're probably going to go out there and purchase it any which way. So yeah. But yeah, man, the screen is absolutely insane. I said time to get into Hellcat and take it back. I know, man. I know. Best Buy is tripping, bro. UPS, the way how they handle this whole ordeal, man. The way how they handle this whole thing. Oh my goodness, it won't load. I'm guessing because of the rest of the shaders. I don't freaking know. But yeah, the speakers, man, they could have done a way better job. Overall, if I had to put a score on this, it would get an 8.5 out of 10 for me. Not a 10, not a 9. 8.5 out of 10, and I think that's a pretty good score. I feel like there's areas where Asus needs to improve. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and just quit to desktop. I don't know why it's taking so long. Sorry, guys, I'm being impatient, but time is ticking. But look at that mini LED screen, man. It is freaking amazing. It's a very nice laptop, guys. It really is. All right, it really is. Look at that. Look at that RGB loving right there. Look how amazing it looks. I'm pretty sure it looks amazing on your phone right now. You're looking at it. It's like Christmas light every single where, even though we're so far away from Christmas. But I hope you guys enjoy the review, man. Nothing is perfect. And let me go ahead and wrap things up with the conclusion. Is it worth it? And all that good stuff. All right. Is it worth it? All right, let's go to that really quickly because your boy do have to get going. Thank y'all so much. I just wanted to come on here, do my job, and I said, are you reviewing any more gaming laptops? Potentially in the future. If I do return this one and get a different one, then I will definitely do that. And with you guys' support, if you guys do want to see more laptop reviews like this, then I will definitely do more laptop reviews. Like I said, typically we don't get laptops sent in to us. So typically we get laptops in like every 2 years whenever they do upgrade the GPU and the CPU, or, you know, maybe sometime in the year, depending on it. It all depends. But if you guys want to see more, this is our 5th laptop review on the channel. And yeah, so there it is right there. My man Image the God said the screen looks good, but the speakers, though, for the price of that is something wrong. Yeah, man, it's not okay. The screen is absolutely amazing. I will tell you that right now. Off the rip, amazing. All right, so let's wrap things up, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the review, man. I hope y'all enjoy the review of the Asus Scar 18 2025 edition. Amazing laptop. I think it's great. But for the price, the retail price on this is $33.99. Okay. I did get a discount on this one. And like I said, how we were able to get this was, you know, returning pretty much all the parts in this computer. And we were able to get it that way. But ultimately, I will be traveling really soon. And I do need a really good laptop to handle streaming. And it can do it. But the speakers, man, it's a deal breaker for me. It's definitely a big deal breaker. Because, you know, sometimes you want to be able to use it to listen to music, watch movies, or maybe you're trying to edit a video. The speakers, they sound so freaking tinny, very tinny freaking speakers. But yeah, and there's no SD card slot. So if you are in the market for this, you want to use it to edit and stuff like that. Unfortunately, there is no SD card slot on this thing, and the speakers are not great. Those are two of the biggest gripes that I have. And the build quality is pretty much all plastic. And, you know, it's pretty good plastic, but I would like more aluminum to be on the actual body of the laptop. And yeah, the mini LED, oh my God, gorgeous. The RGBs all around the bottom, the toolless entry. The ports are really good selection on the ports. The battery life, not so great. Like I told y'all, webcam, you know, it's good for Windows Hello, but webcams on laptops typically are not that great anyway. So you might as well just use your camera. And hope you guys enjoyed the stream, man. I would like to do more reviews like this in the future, you know, with the help of you guys, with the support of you guys. And that's why our channel is so different from every other gaming channel, is because we cover gaming and tech. And I love doing these laptop reviews. They take time, they take money, they take resources. But if it means to help to grow the channel, that's what we're doing in 2025. We want to push the envelope a bit further here and give you guys the best experience on top of the news, the console reviews, the console games, reviewing PC games, tablets, whatever we can get our hands on that you guys may have some interest in. That's what we're going to be doing. So overall, at 8.5 out of 10, do I recommend this laptop? Yes and no. Yes, if you can look past the speakers and not having an SD card slot and the build quality being majority plastic. If you can look past those things, then I would say go for it. If you just want a well-rounded laptop with an SD card slot, really, really good speakers, and just a better overall build quality, and you don't mind sacrificing performance, then I would say go for the Asus G16. I think that's one of the best freaking laptops. Honestly, you know, when it comes to that OLED screen and the speakers, Jesus, so good. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But the only thing about the Scar, if you want the best performance possible from a laptop, because it's bigger and the cooling is better, then yes. But if you do want your SD card, and the Asus G16, the 2025 edition, does not come with an SD card. Well, it does come with an SD card, but it does not come with Thunderbolt 5. So the Scar is more future-proof in that regard. But if you want the best speakers and the best screen, which OLED and mini LED is like almost a tie, right? And the build quality is superb. If you want a MacBook level experience, go with the Asus G14 or the G16. There's other 18-inch laptops that you can go with, like the Acer Predator 18. Not a big Acer Predator guy. Razer Blade 18, which is like the Ferrari of, you know, laptops, Windows laptops. You can go with the 16 or the 18. That one, you're not going to get as much power out of it as you would with the Scar, or you can go with the Aorus Master, you know, Aorus Master 18. That one is pretty good as well. It's also mini LED. You can go with the MSI Titan or the MSI Raider. Those are other choices as well. So you don't have to go with the Scar. You can go with those. And yeah, man, play around with whatever you would like from there. Just know that they all have trade-offs, pros and cons. All right. So I do have to get going, guys. Love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. And like the great Edica would say, please have yourself a doggone good one. Hopefully we can do more laptop reviews in the future. And hopefully we get blessed to do so. Until next time, guys, one love and God bless. Hit the like button. Leave your thoughts. I will have timestamps for every single thing that we cover today. Peace, man. One more look at the laptop before we go. With all that RGB goodness, yeah, man, it's a beautiful laptop. I would say it's definitely one of the best looking laptops for 2025. It's freaking awesome. So love you guys. Be blessed. Be easy. One love and God bless. Peace.